Just last night, we saw the end of Astralis' 21 map streak on Inferno, being taken down in overtime by Big. And it came off the back of this incredible round to give Big the clean sweep on their T-side overpass. It starts off pretty standard like any other round, but there is a big emphasis from Big on this banana control. A flash over the top from Gobi is going to allow his player in Tabsent to get up here quite aggressively and pin this line with the AWP. However, very standard map control, Molotovs down banana from Astralis. Smoke drop by Big to allow Tabsent back into this corner here. And it's at this point that things start to go against Astralis. And this is the opener for the round and what is to come. So what happens here is you see standard banana control again from this overview. There seems to be a bit of miscommunication from Astralis as to what exactly is going on. Glaive decides he's going to peek out with his smoke up. You can see he has general control. And then all of a sudden he's blinded. This is actually in fact a flash from Zipex, which blinds his teammate, forces him back off this corner, and they no longer have quite as much information as they would have liked as to what's going on in this banana area. Glaive, however, sticks around, thinking he didn't see anything before that flash popped, so hopefully there's no one there. However, a nice double flash over from Big catches him in the open, and that's how Big get their opening pick, making this a 5v4, and obviously giving them a great shot into this round. Now, along with this 4-man pressure towards banana, which evidently paid off, Xantares was the player locking down middle, quite passively to start off with, but as this commotion continued towards banana, he was quite confident taking this top mid area just by himself, one smoke and one flash, and that's another big win for the Big clan. So they got full map control here, no information from Astralis on either side of the map, and so at this point they start to speed things up and set up the very sexy B split we're about to see. And it really is just a great example of Big slowly suffocating this Astralis defense until it basically has no map control at all or any rotations available. The B split is going to be very simple. That smoke accompanied by this Molotov, which does miss slightly, but it would normally land at the back here, and you can see anyone trying to play this mini area where they can maybe get one kill towards the players wrapping around Arch here and then fall back into the smoke and disappear. There's no chance of that. Gobi's covered that up with the Molotov. They're either forced towards library or back onto the site. Most likely towards the site, because if they run out into this Molotov, Xantares and Gobi could already be there ready to just pick off an easy kill. So they've completely isolated any of these safe positions towards Arch, and the B split comes in. Nothing too fancy happening, a second smoke just to make sure no one's going to peek from that library area, and Gobi and Xantares start to move their way through this archway. It's at this point, however, we have to show just how thorough Big have been about this. Astralis might try and take map control somewhere else, try and push on towards top middle behind them, push on towards banana, but they're making sure none of this can happen. Tizian has this banana control on lockdown, so Astralis can't really get too much information here, and they've left Tabsent here posted up towards Dig or Short, if you're not from Australia, and basically Astralis can't be pushing down there either. So not only are Gobi and Big going for this B split with 3 players through CT, they're making sure with these other 2 players on more of the periphery that there can be no map control gained back by Astralis or any information that might allow them to make some calculated guesses or risky pushes that could pay off to bring this one back for them. And you can see the player that is going to take contact is going to be Device, very aware of this wrap. Also important to note, look how thorough Big are being about this. Gobi and Xantares double peeking all these lines that Device could possibly be on. Now, so at this point, things get very interesting. Device spots these players, drops his smoke immediately to stop this wrap, and it's at this point that the entire Astralis defense seems to just freak out. You can see with 27 seconds left on the clock, seems to be my only presumption as to what exactly is going on. You can see Magisk is already charging through his own smoke on the map right now. Demo view will just give me this, so that's very nice. He's charging through his own smoke, trying to pincer these players coming through library, even pushing through his Molotov. That's how confident Astralis seemed to be this is going to be a B split. And I presume this is to do with the time left. 26 seconds now left on the clock. Dupree's going to be doing the exact same thing. And I'm sure you can all see exactly what's going to happen. So I think a bit of a misread by Astralis, presuming the B split was locked in and there was no backing out from Big. But throughout this game, they'd be happy to leave rounds until the very last second. And you can see here, people were speculating that this reaction from Big was actually a reaction to Device dropping his smoke. We see if I rewind it here, Device spots the players, and before he's even let go of this smoke, I want you to look at Gobby's POV. He's already turning around and walking back towards library. I think it's a assigned protocol they have that if they're spotted early in the position such as device for this particular strategy, they're going to U-turn, go back and crunch with some kind of A wrap on towards obviously the A side itself. Because you can see also from Gobby, he's turned around, but also Xantares, before this smoke even pops in his screen, he's lobbing a nade in to sell this further towards device, but he just pulls his knife out instantly. He's not interested at all in going that direction. He straight away U-turns as well, and this is again before that smoke has even bloomed. So I think they have Astralis booked in this scenario. Astralis, they over-rotate, they overcommit because of how much information has been denied, as I said earlier on, the suffocating of the information from this Astralis defense. Magisk pushes straight into Gobby's loving arms, and as you would have predicted, the exact same thing happens to Tabson, holding this line we talked about. And just like that, the A side is completely open. Gobby's able to waltz in with the bomb and plant it. These other two kills as well, extremely thorough from Big. Little details you might not notice. Xantares has got this angle for device coming out of this smoke that he threw himself. But also, I want you to look at Nex's POV. He is here, ready to peek out. As soon as Xantares takes contact, bang, they've worked out the angle perfectly that even if Xantares lost that fight, Nex is there instantly to trade, as you can see from his POV. So that's small details and shows the level that Big is operating on. The other kill went Tizian's way, just holding it off angle on bottom banana. Again, with his loving arms, waiting for Zipex to push down banana. And just like that, all the Astralis members are dead. So a great quick reaction, which I think was predetermined by Gobby in practice, to U-turn on this particular strategy, go back, and just like that, the B split turns into an A hit, and yeah, just like that, 5 members left alive, 4 Big, 18-15 in this overtime, and at that point, they're able to close it out and snap Astralis' winning streak. I am, however, interested to hear if anyone thinks it's caught on the fly, because I think it's definitely within Gobby's capabilities, so I'd be interested to have a conversation down below. But no matter what, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I'll catch you all in the next one.